Traditional demo approaches tend to be momentum based. Here's the demo. The newly onboarded person is told, learn it, and we'll test you by having you basically regurgitate it. We want you to be able to discuss intelligently all of what we feel are the important features. So what you end up with is what I call a stunningly awful harbor tour. You put the customer or the prospect on the boat, they can't get off, and you drive them around the harbor for an hour or 2 or 3 hours, continually asking them, so have you seen anything you like so far? And those are terrible. So the traditional approach to onboarding is learn the harbor tour and prove it by regurgitating it to us, and we'll grade you. So now you've enabled sales, pre-sales, marketing staff to go out and basically do harbor tours over and over. The second problem traditionally is a desire to pack as much into the available time as possible. To a certain degree, this comes from marketing, but it also comes from overzealous salespeople who feel that more features means more value, when in fact the opposite may be true. A person only needs to see the few key capabilities they need to solve their business problems. Everything else that they see ends up in the category of buying it back. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody was trying to sell you something and they described a few capabilities? You went, ooh, that sounds really good. And then they kept talking about, oh, it's got this and it has that, and it has this other thing and this other thing. And the more things that they said it has, what did you think about with respect to the price?
They're trying to justify the high price of whatever it is by throwing all these extra features at it. And when I say, well, I don't need all those things, that it should be a lower price.
That is exactly it. That is buying it back. And that's one of the commonest failures of traditional or typical demos. So by trying to pile as many features and functions into the demos as one can, what you're actually doing is you're making your product look too complicated, too complex, and you're at risk of buying it back because the prospect says, well, you showed me all these things I'm never going to use. So either take them out of the software or reduce the price because I'm paying for the value that I'm going to receive. We teach people to start a technical proof demo, that's after you've done discovery, with a crisp review of the prospect's discovery information, of their situation. And you start by saying, if I recall correctly, when we met last week, you told me this, this, and this. Before we go on, is that all correct? And has anything changed? And the answers are, nope, it's all correct. Then you go to the next element of the demo, which is a set of skills regarding presenting the key deliverables that this particular prospect job title needs to see.